Welcome back. Well, this episode is going to be a tiny little bit different. We finally have the money to do what I wanted to do with our yard. So today is going to be that episode where we set it all up. Now, the reason that I'm doing a voiceover is because I forgot to put the mic on. So my recording while I was chitty chatting, nothing actually happened. So as you saw, I'm going to sell the beans that we've got there. And I've purchased a new fertilizer beans and liquid fertilizer beans, and I've added new fertilizer beans. I've purchased the max that we had as far as, the max that we were able to put in the beans, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and seeds and so on. How did I have the money? I sold our corn that I had. I had about 1.7 million liters of corn or something like that. Oh, this is way too big. It's not going to fit. I wanted to put this one, but it's just too big for this particular site. I may use it later on at a different site on the same map. So we sold all our beans. We got just under $4 million from memory. And I bought the beans, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. I bought the beans for fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and seed, and diesel. I accidentally bought 2 diesel silos or containers, but I think silos are more tanker for diesel, I suppose it would be. This looks more right. So that's why we're down to $2.6 million. As you saw, we were down to $1.7 million. But when I sold the beans, it sold all the stuff that was inside of them, which gave me the extra money. So that's where we are. And I'm just going to sort of do our yard a little bit. Like, to be really honest, I think this yard, I probably should sacrifice a little bit of field behind my house. And maybe put that massive silo there. But you know what? For now, this is good enough. And this is giving me plenty of space that I need to do to have this done. And also to give me plenty of space for other stuff that I want to get done around our yard as well. So what I'll do is I'll put on some music. And hopefully won't be too long as far as getting everything organized. I am going to maybe say some of the stuff that I already said throughout the video. I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep from when I realized that my mic was off, and then I kind of gave you a little bit of an explanation there. So if you hear it twice, I apologize. It wasn't really my intent to make it like that, but hey, yeah. This is just a video before the video of our harvest. So let me put some music on.
Bring your tithe and bring your shame. Bring your guilt and bring your pain. Don't you know that's not your name? You will always be much more to me. And every day I wrestle with the voices that keep telling me I'm not right. But that's alright, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me redeemed. When others say I'll never be enough, and greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. In the world. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. Bring your doubts and bring your fears. Bring your hurt and bring your tears. There'll be no condemnation here. You are holy, righteous, and redeemed. And every time I fall, there'll be those who will call me a mistake. Well, that's okay, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me redeemed. When others say I'll never be enough, and
what you're thinking. What happened to the volume? Well, here I am 11 minutes into my recording and not bothering to actually check to see that my mic was on. So I've done all the things that you've seen, depending on how much I now keep of it. But you have no recording of what I've done, how I've done it, and why I've done it. So as you've seen, we've changed our silo. I sold all the corn. I had 1.7 million liters of corn, or 2.7 million liters of corn. I have it written down somewhere. I will have a look. I think it was 1.7 million liters of corn, not 2.7. So we sold it all the corn, so we don't have any more corn. We have a tiny little bit. I haven't sold my my oats. I'll tell you how much of it I have in a minute. I just want to see what's happening with my last combine. Okay. So I have 44,000 liters of corn. It's the only thing that I have left. What are you talking about? Just get it done. So that's all the corn I have is what you see here. And you know what I'm going to do? Obviously not that, because I need this. Return this. Because as you guys remember, we only own 2 of them. We rented or leased the other ones. So obviously, over most of the recording that I've done so far, I may do a voiceover, or I may just cut most of it out. But you will see now all of a sudden, hey, I got what's going on. So I have the silos. If I've already explained it in the voiceover, I do apologize. I've changed the silos. I've changed the setting or the way things are in our farm. Like I've put our seeds and diesel and all that sort of stuff over here, which I really didn't need to, because I already have a diesel tank right there. So I should be able to cross this with my combine, no problemo. So I did not need to add a second diesel tank. Alright, so this guy is still plowing, which is fine. I'll let him do his work. This guy right now just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. What I want to check, do I have diesel in this? Yes, I do. So I would rather, see, this is what happens when you don't pay attention what you're doing. I would rather keep that diesel tank there and wait, where are you going? Sell that off. So I got massively ripped off. Massively ripped off, but that's fine. Not that big of a deal. So I'll obviously soften this up a little bit so we can have a much better approach to be able to get to our seeds, our liquid fertilizer, and this has got seeds in it. So I've already had all of those, as you probably would have seen in the very first video. Obviously, I had used some of this stuff. This I added now, which I have seeds and seeds. And obviously, I had a diesel there, but I didn't realize that I already had the diesel there. The silos that were here are gone. The only thing that we have is I have this thing over here right now. I've set up my house a little tiny little bit, not that big of a deal. You know, I just realized I don't think, I'm curious to see how this will work. Okay, so we'll empty everything in here and work it all out in the end. All right, this has been a very interesting video. I should have been doing the this video should have been our big harvest, but it's not ready, and as you can probably see, we're in the same month still. So this will be just a short video of me setting up. If I do anything else, I'll record it. If not, the next episode will be just that, harvesting. All right, so spent a lot of our money, of my money that I've made. So show you in a minute what I spent it on. I'll let this unload. Alright, I bought that. Right there, it's a mod that I downloaded a little while ago. I haven't really used it. So again, this is a massive trailer. I think it's got 1 million capacity. I'm not quite sure if it actually, let's have a look. Okay, let's start. I don't actually know. I know it's got the auger at the back. I don't know if that's the only way it actually unloads. I think so. So this is the unloading capacity, or the capability of this particular trailer. So I get a face full of my. Okay, so we'll wait for this to finish unloading, and we'll finish this episode here. I realize that this is going to be sort of like a little bit of a, you know, not that exciting type of an episode, but yeah, we'll have this episode as our setup episode for not supposedly, in reality, where we have now grown and, you know, made some decent cash, so we were able to upgrade a lot of our stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this type of episode where, you know, I'm just setting up. We're just doing the mulching over here. Just shows you how massive this field is. Like, how long has this been going on, and it's still just barely up to there. So I don't even know if we're halfway. Are we halfway? Oh, we're about halfway. Look at our farm. It's just ridiculously over, and we're plowing here. So boom, done. This field's plowed already, so we still have, I'm trying to figure out what we actually have. So we still have these two fields. Did I put anything in there? Yes, I did. Wheat, and I completely forgot to look. And what do we have over here? Oh, soybeans. So we still have wheat and soybeans to harvest over here. That's where I am. That's getting plowed. That's getting plowed. So I'm not really looking forward to that, I'll be honest with you. But the fact that we have these trailers that have massive capacities, it will make it more tolerable. Cotton, we haven't done anything about that. So once we make a bit of money, we're going to lease some equipment and actually do the cotton, and then I'll make all this grass field. So that way we can, I could have put my massive silos over there. I may still end up doing that just for the fun of it if we have enough money. So thank you very much for spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, even though it was a little bit all over the place. Yeah, and have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family. We'll see you in the next episode.